I mean, anybody can say the N-word. Like, anybody can say nigga. Like, it just doesn't take nothing but you know what I mean? Girl, get up on my back and do that thing.
And she comes on your head. It's like a dispenser.
Drop your dick size in the comments.
Drop your dick size in the comments.
We want centimeters, no inches. We want it down to the molecule.
Wait, why is the Sundown Podcast so racist?
Because you ever heard of a sundown town?
That is true. If you were black and caught in this town after dark, like, you were kind of fair game, I guess. That's wild.
The Sundown Podcast is canceled, guys. It's fucking canceled.
You are listening to episode 10 of the Sundown Podcast, guest starring Snotty Man. I'm Big Pepper Jack, and thanks for listening. I got access to Shrek 6 on DVD, but I'm not gonna tell you how I got it.
Hey guys, welcome to episode 10 of the Sundown Podcast. I'm joined with my co-host Naquan.
Yo, what's good? It's Naquan.
And tonight's guest, we have Snotty Mandela.
Actually, it's
Okay.
just Lord Daquan, and Sundown Podcast sounds extremely racist. Continue.
Wait, why is the Sundown Podcast so racist?
Because you ever heard of a sundown town?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
We made it out the hood.
Bro, yeah, that is true.
What?
Yeah, there were towns where they, like, if you were black and caught in this town after dark, like, you were kind of fair game, I guess.
I'm on my Emmett Till shit, baby.
That's
The
wild.
Sundown
bro.
Podcast is canceled, guys. It's fucking canceled.
I forgot about that shit, bro.
Wagwan, it's
Fuck.
Snotty Man, Snotty Mandela, Snotty Luther King Jr., Snotty Vandross, Snotty Flocka Flame, Snotty whatever you want to call me, baby.
Welcome on in, brother. Good
Thank
to meet you, dog. I just met you like a few minutes ago.
Cool, dude.
Cool.
I got my little tea right here.
We out here.
My Grinch cup.
Yeah.
I know. We all sipping on something warm over here, man.
Yeah.
Sipping on the cafe.
It's a little chilly out today, huh?
Clouds is out.
It's a little chilly
The
today.
birds is chirping. The air is sweet. I'm loving it.
super
Everything about
nice.
today is the clouds.
I know, bro.
Perfect.
It's lovely, brother. Yeah, I do. Welcome on in. So, Snotty Mandela, welcome to our podcast, brother.
I got his Wi-Fi password right here.
Motherfucker.
Happy to have you in there. Yeah, dude. Let's fucking put that on the internet. And people just come and people just
Want to steal our Wi-Fi? Want to get our IP address? Here it is right there.
And it just comes
Hey.
famous, and there's just people outside the house. It's all like trying.
I'm
to
not
get it
even
up.
gonna lie. You live in one of them like sex offender neighborhoods. Like you hella.
Jesus
you,
Christ.
You hella far from the city and shit.
Oh yeah.
We do, don't we? Yeah, because I think me and Johnny, we researched a little bit, trying to like see if, like what type of pedophiles lived on the street, and
Probably
like
hella.
and,
Probably a surplus.
yeah,
Dude.
and there's like one house that has like every single dot in that household. It was crazy.
Just a fucking crib of pedos.
Yeah, it
dude.
was just a crib of
Hey,
pedos.
yo, that's kind of lit. It's like the pedo safe haven. I like you if you bond them, you get like
Yeah, it's like a reality show.
You get an airdrop afterwards, or not an airdrop, but what do you call them? A care package.
Drop a
Kill 5 pedos, get a care package.
That's wild, bro. Yeah,
If I
dude.
was president, if Snotty for president, 2024 Snotty for president. If I become president in the United States of America, for every 5 pedophiles you kill, you get a care package. For every 10, you get a free gift card to Harold's.
What would be in the care package?
Huh?
What would be inside the care package?
I can't even discuss that kind of thing. Like my lawyer told me not to talk about that, but because if I can't say too much running for president, you know what I mean.
Nice, dude.
I was gonna vote for Kanye.
Is that Sundown thing real? Is that
Yeah,
real?
he really think about it. I got him.
Dang.
Fuck. Well, now I don't know if I should. I don't know if
Look,
it should
hey.
be called the Sundown
we
Podcast.
could be branded-
They got the hats on. They got the straw hats.
Oh fuck!
They should just be called the Plantation Podcast.
We're all on this side, bro. We're over here all like
the Plantation Podcast.
plantation. Nah, put it back on sound. Wear that shit with pride.
No, y'all got the matching
We were gonna,
hats.
we were gonna like just continue on with like the straw hats and not have to be mentioned at all the entire episode.
This man brought up the
But
dude,
Snotty brought up the racism in the podcast.
No, y'all aren't racist. I just
but the name. That's true. It does.
It's like everything is.
Yeah, we
Well,
might-
look. Here's the thing. Now he says we're not racist, so I think we're good, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Well,
Is that
hold
how
on.
that
I'm not
works?
saying y'all can say nigga.
Hold on.
Like, don't get ahead of yourself.
So here's the thing. Why it's sundown? It's because like where we started, because we started making YouTube videos together when we were in high school, and his house that he grew up in Alamogordo, where we're from, it was on Sundown Avenue.
That's racist.
You know what I mean?
I'm trying to keep a straight face. Go ahead.
You're all like, damn, this fool had a freak. There was a street
White
named
privilege.
after that shit.
You're missing
privilege.
the point where there's the statue on the main avenue of the dude with the whip.
So that's why we
The Confederate,
did it.
the general.
It's a fucking Confederate
We forgot
general.
about we forgot about the statue part in our neighborhood.
we did.
Probably should have
yeah.
mentioned one.
We forgot about
Probably
the.
mentioned
But no,
that.
I don't want to take away from y'all story. So
Yeah,
why-
no, bro. So like that's why we did it, bro.
That's
We
the
did
origin.
it. Yeah, that's the origin because it's kind of like sentimental, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't
Or
gonna.
segregated.
Yeah. Well, when I first started the podcast initially, when it was like me, Juan, China, and Vintage, it was gonna be called something different. I think it was gonna be called like Mooks.
Mooks. Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty sick.
That sounds racist too.
Yeah. Well, it's like it's a colloquial name for a stupid person in New York.
Oh.
And then someone else already took that.
Oh.
And I try to like figure out like, okay, what's like a good name to call someone who has autism? Because I was trying to name it like it's for stupid people, you know, like me. But it was like all the names were taken, and I got frustrated. I was like, all right, just call it the Sundown Podcast.
Yeah.
Let's just fucking
Pay homage to where y'all came from.
yeah. That's the idea.
Exactly. Speaking of which, where are you from, brother? Are you from Phoenix?
So, I mean that's like a multi-dimensional question. I'm from Gary, Indiana. I'm from Gary, Indiana. Realistically, I'm from LaPorte County, Indiana, Michigan City, Indiana. It's all the same area. It's all that little corner of Indiana right there by Chicago. So it's like 30 minutes away from Chicago.
Okay.
You drive over that border and you in Indiana. You feel me? You drive over that border, you in Chicago.
Okay.
But like for real though, like my soul not from here. You know what I mean? My soul from planet Jupiter. Planet Jupiter kind of like planet Jupiter, biggest planet. It has no surface. It's all just gas. It's core and gas. It's huge.
Okay.
Tons of moons. You feel me? Storms that never stop. It's a party every day. Motion every day. Jupiter represents, some say like being jovial, being happy, good fortune. You know what I mean? I say that Jupiter represents expansion, expanding one's mind, because your mind isn't like tangible. Though your brain is tangible, your mind, your mental is not tangible. Your spirit, your soul is not tangible. So it expands. You know what I mean? And when you have this large expansion, then you start having so much going on in there. And then on top of that, you have those outside tangible things to show as trophy for what you've accomplished. So for Saturn, that would be the rings. For Jupiter, it'll be all them goddamn moons. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy, brother. Sounds good. And so how long have you been out here in Arizona?
Most of my life. I moved out here when I was 5.
Okay.
Then, spent some years out here, then moved to LA. That was ass. LA sucks. Then moved back out here, moved to Connecticut, moved back out here, moved to Indiana, moved back out here, moved to Florida. This is like the home base. So I know Phoenix is like I'm not gonna consider my home because my home is out of this planet, but in this planet, I would say like Phoenix is definitely one of the places where I'm very comfortable and familiar.
It's where you put your flag up, brother.
I mean, I put my flag up everywhere I go,
But it's the main.
You are a child of the earth, basically.
Yeah, I'm a child now. I'm the child of the universe.
You don't have any set places where you're from. You're just you're just who you are.
Because I'm not from here is my point. Like my point is like I'm not from here. It's like even though I am, because like if you break it down, like we all made it stardust. Some would say, you know what I mean. So like our claim is all over the universe. You know what I mean? Yeah. So and I really do feel like like. Peep this out. So planets are living beings. Why? Because they have a living core. Their core is made up of, different kind of things that are in constant reaction, and they're living and they feed off of something, right? They're feeding off something. They need this something to survive, to keep going. You know what I mean? It's a living creature. So in a sense, it's like planets are living creatures just like us. And we already know stars are living creatures. Stars can die just like planets could die. It's like there's so many living creatures out there. It's like small-minded to only think of like fucking like bugs and birds and bees, and you know what I mean. But it's good to personify yourself outside of your human existence. But it's also
absolutely
like, to look at things.
Tight.
I would hate to call it humanity because it's not about humans, but it's just like mortality outside of just like our earthly realm. You know what I mean?
That's crazy, brother.
That is just a gnarly way to think. That's crazy. I like that.
Thank you.
And how did you arrive to that? Because from the moment I met you, brother, I could tell you were kind of like you were very ethereal in your
Dude, I opened the door for him and he bowed to me. Like that's how I knew it was gonna be crazy.
I felt it.
Fun.
I felt it. I was upstairs and I felt that shit. I was all like, this fool has a little brought a little aura with him. So how did you arrive to that? Is that something that's always been in you, or was there a moment or an arc?
Yeah, I mean, like, I put it like this, bro. Like, damn, that's a good question. It's like energy can't be destroyed nor created. You know what I mean? And I believe that the soul is energy. It's just pure energy. Soul is just pure energy. Can't be destroyed. Can't be created. It just exists. I think that certain bodies are able to take in more of this so-called soul. Some of this bodies have like a threshold on how much soul you could take. And I just believe that I have like a lot of soul, and like my soul is a soul of like authenticity, and it yearns for like honesty and compassion and like a level of respect that's followed with that's driven by a sense of, I don't know, sanity. Because like I was put on this earth. I was writing in my journal today. I was writing some crack. I wrote this thing. It says self, right? And so it's like self was the spirit, the element, the lesson, and the function, and that was yourself. So like when I put spirit, my spirit is of the dragon. You know what I mean? What I say, the E was the element of metal. L was the lesson. What was my lesson? My lesson is to learn how to cooperate. And then my function is by telling the truth. You know what I mean? And all like that's been like almost like not my ethos, but like kind of just like my thing since I was a kid.
It's like, a sentiment.
Yeah, like I was born year of the dragon. Element metal. On my neck, I wear an 87, even though on the periodic table that's francium. When you flip the 7 and 8 around, it's platinum. You know what I mean? Before I knew that, my favorite element was platinum because I used to read this book of all the elements. Oh, platinum's so cool. It's super rare. Has telecommunication powers. It's more durable than most metals on the planet of Earth. You know what I mean? And it's more valuable than gold. And then I'm drawing in my notebook 7, 8, 7, 8. I'm like trying to figure out which one looks cooler. Cause I don't know. I just like the numbers. I couldn't figure out. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just do both. You know what I mean? So then all these things start happening, right? So then I'm like, I like platinum. Oh, 7, 8, 78, platinum. Oh, okay, boom. My gamer tag was Platinum Warrior. I didn't even know that. Boom, okay. Oh, it's another, and then I go to my Chinese zodiac. I'm a dragon. But what's the element of the dragon? Oh, it's metal. You know what I mean? It's like, and so to answer your question, it's like, you're asking me how I came to, and what I'm saying is I already been. You know what I mean?
I feel you, brother. I have a similar experience with that, man, because and it's definitely a much more simple experience that I guess kind of started off this journey for me spiritually and like with energy. But I remember I was like I had like, like tire swings. Remember those? Yeah. I was like on my grandma's crib, and I seen like this blade of grass. And I remember I was just watching it blow in the wind, and I was just kind of laying on the tire swing. And I remember feeling like so connected to it. Wow. That blade of grass. One blade of grass. And then I was just like, yo, man, like, what is life? How are we connected to all this? And like, that was the first time I really felt grounded in something magnetic. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. And ever since then, it's just been vibes, brother.
Can I say something?
Yo.
How old were you?
24.
You're 24?
Yeah.
To stop, especially at 24, is kind of crazy to me, right? It makes sense if you're like a little kid and you're just like, oh, you're 24. And you stop and you look at one blade of grass.
No, this is when I was a little kid.
Oh, that's when you were a little kid. So how old were you?
I was like 5.
But that's crazy too, though.
Yeah.
5 years old?
Yeah, brother. And then ever since then, I've just understood that, like, and I remember I asked my dad, I was like, Dad, what's the meaning of life? And I was like 4 or 5 when that happened. And and my dad was just like, son, dog, that's a question that will never be answered.
Imagine.
And then
what'd you go tell your 5-year-old son when they asked that?
Yeah, dude. Bro, because I remember like it just sticking with me, and it was like at sunset, and it was that during that golden hour. So wow. And then ever since then, brother, I've always been aware of like that plane of energy and stuff like that. And then that's when I got into like numerology. Like mine's 1647.
1647?
Yeah. So like that's my, like when I see a 16, that's how I know it's, wow. I got to do this, I got to do that. Wow. And then 47, I mean, you're familiar with like capital Stees?
Yeah.
So you know the 47.
47, yeah. That's the heart and crown?
No, it's the number of peace and balance, peace, and then God. So 7's the number of God, and then 4 is the number of peace and balance.
Yeah. So peace and balance. God.
Oh yeah. Oh, you were referring to chakra.
Chakras,
to the chakra.
Yeah. Your heart and your crown.
Yeah. Cool. Type.
But it's all tight.
Yeah, so
it's
like
all the same shit.
so
but I want to say, bro,
sick.
bro, you're 5 years old, contemplating the meaning of life, right? Looking at one single blade of grass. Most people look at grass. When you think of grass, think of grass. It's probably a field. You know what I mean? You never think of just that one tiny particle that makes it what it is. Because that field you see is made up of individuals. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's profound to even have the capacity to look at the capacity just to look at one blade of grass. Like, it sounds crazy. Next time y'all buy some grass, look at the grass and see if you could just look at one blade of grass.
And I don't know what it was, bro. It was almost like I was connected to it, and like and in that moment I felt connected to like the sky and like the sun. It was crazy, bro.
Damn.
I remember that when I was young, dude. At my grandma's crib. Not our grandma's crib, but my grandma's in Walker.
Yeah.
Don't forget these two are cousins.
We're
the trailer
cousins.
Park.
Yeah, remember, dude?
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, that's cool, man. So
Was the trailer park next to the statue?
Yes.
Yeah. It was by the cornfields and whatnot.
It was next to the stables.
God damn. Welcome to the Sundown Podcast. You feel me? You know what it is.
We're not racist.
Snotty motherfucking Chan.
We're not racist.
Here with Igloo and
Naquante.
You feel me? Put the Tay on it for the extra sauce.
Naquante. I like that.
Yeah.
Ooh. Dude, that's what I'm gonna start calling shit. Like, if something is like super Naquan, like if I do something that's super Naquante, like funky. No, like that's just
sexy.
That's just Naquante.
Where you got it from?
Yeah, I will. And I'll think about you every time.
We'll trademark it with Snotty.
And then I'll zap you.
No, I'll trademark it and then I'll sell it to y'all.
Okay. Can we have it?
Actually, no, just fucking take it, bro.
There we go.
That's the love. That's the love for dropping this episode. You feel me?
That was sick, dude. I appreciate that.
I fucked up. Here, let's try again. How do you do that? It was
you just smack it and then you going for this? Yeah, you just got turkeyed, bro.
You just got turkeyed.
Well, that's it for the Sundown Podcast, everybody.
Hey, bro. So, like I said, man, I don't think we've mentioned this. What do you do? Tell us.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. My bad. I got so caught up in just like
spiritual.
Yeah.
And racism.
Yeah. So as you can see, like I'm definitely I'm a historian. I'm a person who likes to communicate what I find to be true. So I'm a philosopher. But what holds all those things in place is being an artist. Without being an artist, I would have been lost my mind.
That's a great response.
I would have like no outlet because like right. Y'all listen to my music. Go stream Snotty Chan, half dragon, half man, so you can kind of understand. Blue Metal Dragon, go stream that as well. Those are two great albums. But when you listen to the music, you could see the philosophy, you could hear the philosophy, you could get an idea of these concepts in which I'm dropping and these ideas in which I want to share. And it's like saying things that people either don't say or afraid to say, or things that people say, but they sound corny. Like that dude on the corner who's always like, the world's gonna end. The world's gonna end. You'd be like, bro, shut up, chill. But like when things are related in a way in which you can understand it, that's got some swag, some sauce, and is like in a sense digestible, you're more attuned to listen to it. So I'm a rapper, musician, singer, video director, just all around creative. I think my superpowers in creativity is storytelling, taste making, and just like conceptual writing.
Yeah, you know man. Because I was watching that man Musa.
Masa Musa,
baby. Masa Musa. Did I say man Musa? Oh, sorry. I'm thinking of the man from your name. Masa
Okay.
Musa.
Masa Musa, yeah.
So I was watching that, man, and Sammy will tell you I'm really big on like the whole desert thing, like the whole wandering in the desert and listening to the wind. And I'm sure you've read The Alchemist.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
So whenever in that music video, for those that haven't seen it, it's you walking in the desert, and there's like there's some drone shots in there, right?
Yeah.
There's some drone.
A lot of drone shots.
And it's
also on that note, I gotta interrupt you and say, hey, the most wanted. Hey, I'm not gonna say y'all stole my video idea. I'm not gonna say y'all saw the video and copied me and replicated the swag. But the least you could do is pay a young man homage. You could be like, hey, shout out Snotty, he one of the coldest ever. And then, cause we seen the music video, and y'all got the exact same shots that I got. And I'm not trying to hate. I just want some love. I want a conversation, but please continue.
So
there's some beef to that, huh?
Nah, no beef. I love Most Wanted. They cool. They some R&B niggas. I can't beef R&B niggas.
Yeah. Well, I feel that low key.
We'll bring on the podcast later.
Yeah. We'll dive into that. here in a bit. No, but I wanted to ask you, man, because I seen on the credits that it said that you directed. So you directed it. So
with the aid of
A Visual,
my boy Spirit, and then my lady Jessica Blanca.
And then how did you? But what I'm asking is like, how did you arrive to that concept? Like, what made you want to get in there? Because the visuals are sick, man.
Star
I
Wars.
loved it. For real?
Really?
Tatooine.
Star Wars. That's crazy.
It's not based on the African king that traversed through this arid desert.
100%. No, 100%. So it's like there's multiple different layers, right? So everything with me starts with the concept. The concept itself. So obviously, like, what are we talking about? And what is the story in which I'm telling within a story which is also being told within another story.
Word.
Another story being told within another story. So it's like how like it's just addressing, like setting up those layers conceptually to tell the story. So essentially you're right. You picked up the story. It's like about the African king traveling through the desert to get to where he has to go. But there's like this is where the story within the story meets like a intersection and then branches away from each other because that coffee hidden, baby. I got the burps. But that the intersection is like Mansa Musa is a king, rich king. When he's traveling through the desert, he had tons of people and camels and people dropping gold wherever he goes. In the music video, it's like a stark contrast. Like this man is alone. He's not draped in gold and all these things. He has 2 swords. You know what I mean? He's on a mission. You know, he's like dedicated to go do something.
That's tight, dude. I loved it so that explains why there's because in the video there's like the 2 swords and he like has them in the dirt. And then another thing I wanted to ask about that, brother, was the red bowl and like the red little thing. What was that symbolic of? Because I know red's a color of passion and grit and shit like that. So tell us, man.
It's you drink. I don't want to spoil it because I really like when people come up with their own conclusions. Like I don't want to like tell you like, hey, this is what this is. Like, cause like what if like Stanley Kubrick or some shit was like, hey, this means this, and the reason why this movie is because this, and you're like, oh, okay, like yeah, do your little masterclass, and then now you're looking at his art trying to think from his mind, which you'll never do,
of course,
because he has his own like thought process.
Well, let's pretend you are just a viewer. And we showed you your own video.
It's like it's okay. That's a good question. Yeah, it's crazy because one object is what's the word? It's like not isometric. No, it's not isometric. It's like more square. It's based in squares and straight lines. The other object is curved.
Symmetry, parallel.
Yeah, some shit like that. So one object is curved. One object
is rigid. It's more rigid.
Rigid, yeah. One object is posted there, and is like a structure, and the other object is taken sips from. You know what I mean? There's the same object also is holding something. You know what I mean? It's almost like when I look at it and I think about it, it's almost like a marker. You know what I mean? It's like a marker of where this person may have been, because like I know he leaves it in the sand. You know, but like, what is the meaning of it in the red? Why is it red? You know what I mean? Is it red because of passion? Is it red because of revenge?
Or is it red because that's the only thing you got on hand?
Well, they were both red, so I wouldn't believe that theory.
Okay.
And plus the album cover is red too.
Yeah.
So it's like it must have some sort of symbol.
Because for me, bro, red, like they say that red is the color of love and passion, for one, and then another one is that. I mean, and I don't think it was this. My interpretation is that it wasn't for this reason, but they also say red is the color of anger. But also, like for me, like when I see red, it pushes me. It gives me strive, you know, or it gives me a stride.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought. You know, like the guy was walking through the desert. Your character, that's you're walking through the desert.
Snotty chin.
It's hot as hell. Oh no, fucking no water, whatever. You come to it and you see it, and like. That red kind of makes you push on further. And then right after you filled it, there was just that frame of the rigid object and then the bowl. Yeah. And then it was just, I don't know, it like that really spoke out to me.
That's one of my favorite shots.
So I felt that. I felt that, brother. That's why I wanted to bring it up, man. Yeah. Cause I like your music too, dog. You. I really do, bro. I haven't dove into it as much as I'm going to.
That's okay.
But from what I heard, and then what's the second song on that joint called? On that
Poor Influence?
Yeah. And you're on the tank and shit. Yeah. This fool's on the tank, bro.
I saw
this fool has swords on the tank. What the fuck kind of?
Yeah. Very crazy visuals.
Thank you.
Yeah, bro.
I love that shit.
It was sick, bro. Yeah, son.
Where'd you get a tank? Or where'd you go to get a tank?
I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. Like the community, it's like some Grand Theft Auto shit. Like the community wasn't really fucking with the fact that we had the tank. and it wasn't our tank, and we can't really talk about how we even, you know what I mean? And just know, like, in the community, it was an unsafe community, and in unsafe communities, you get away with doing a little, you know, doing some kind of
Where did you
reckless
film
shit.
that in?
Huh?
Can you say where you filmed that?
You gotta talk to my lawyer, man.
You crazy.
Hey, yo, Spirit. You gotta talk to them, bro.
Spirit's your lawyer?
He's like one of my creative directors, a head of media, and my lawyer as well. Yeah.
My lawyers.
I'm guessing he probably just went to, like, you know, some depot that has like a bunch of old used tanks that probably don't work.
That's what I thought too.
We'll get the story.
I was blindfolded.
Bullshit. Get the fuck out of here.
I was driving though. Hey, fun fact. So there's a shot, right? And it's a real small shot. You probably don't notice it too much. But it's like I'm sitting down on these blocks of like what appears to be wood in the middle of the road on this like little hill. So that happened. How that happened was we were driving, right? We're driving from one location to another location. My blindfold's on, right? Because I'm blindfolded driving there. And like they're like, and then everybody, the guys in the back are asleep. You know what I mean? And Jess, she's next to me, and she's like, "Yo, slow down. Like, what's going on?" Because we seen like a car move, and I guess the semi had all these fucking like thousands of dollars of fucking wood like big ass. I couldn't even call it a plank how big it was. You know what I mean? It was like giant wood columns, and them bitches like all fell all over the road and shit. And so like it was this giant what do you call that shit when all the cars are like at a standstill?
A gridlock or traffic?
Traffic stop.
That's racist. All right.
What?
Anyways. So
I like his trolls. He has some good troll game on me.
So all these cars are stopped, right?
Racist.
So I wake the guys up in the back. I'm like, yo, let's help these guys get these wood planks out the way. And so me and the guys get out, and we're moving these wood. And next you know, like all these people who are like stuck in the street, like are all getting out of their car, and just like bunch of people just coming to help move all these piles of wood. And there's a little Mexican nigga who was driving the truck. He was just like distraught. He was like, bro, this shit gonna be my ass. Like, they gonna fuck me up. Like, damn. But like, he was mad, happy, and thankful that we all helped him get the wood out the way, because there was a lot of fucking wood in the street, bro. So go back and watch the video and see if you see that wood. And it's like, it was crazy. But it's like, it was symbolic to the story in a way, because like it helps paint the picture of the world that exists. And the world that exists in the Snotty Chan universe, the Snotty Chan, half dragon, half man. I want to tell y'all the whole story, and I might just, but it's in a sense, it's like dystopian in a way. You know what I mean? It's on some like post Order 66 Star Wars shit. Like, you know what I mean? The Empire takes over, and like, yeah, the world is stable in a way, but it's based off of like exploitations. And the real ones who was the real ones in the past, even though I just had a conversation the other day and somebody told me that the Jedis were actually wrong and they're actually the bad guys if you really think about it. But let's put that to the side. It's like the real ones who exist in this world have all been persecuted and pushed into hiding. So like, in a sense, about to spoil some, in a sense, in that music video, we're witnessing the last real one.
Ooh, that's sick. That's really sick, actually, brother.
And you gotta look and see what he's doing. You know what I mean? And like what happens in that in between period when you hear Mansa Musa and you hear the beginning of Poor Influence. Like, what is happening right there? Like, why is he traveling? And that's where, once again, the paths differ from Mansa Musa, because Mansa Musa got to like the Holy Land of Mecca, or no, yeah, he got the Holy Land of Mecca in the Kaaba and shit, and he
then
fucking
in the transition, he goes to that little warehouse where there's all the fucking bombs.
Yeah,
and shit,
type shit. So that's where it's different, because once Mansa Musa got to Mecca, he went back to his homeland of Mali. You feel me? And he did his religious pilgrimage. This man, I mean, I don't know. Does he go home? Like, you know, it looks like he's going to go do something in it. And in order to fully understand the story in which is being told, you have to go back to my Instagram and you have to watch all the poems, because there's poems that led up to that video being dropped, and they all tell the story in a very poetic way. And like I said, I don't want to spoil that. I want y'all to like go listen to it.
Yeah, for sure, man. We won't, you know, of course, say anything. I just wanted to bring that up, brother, because I really enjoyed that video, man. I have I have some other concepts to talk about with you.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that.
That's really tight. Like just creating a whole story involving, you know, poems that you written on Instagram, music videos, and have it entwine into like a whole arcing story. That's like amazing.
Fun fact. So them poems, right? They're in chronological order. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the poems together and put them on YouTube so everybody can see them as they all go together. But there's 5 poems. Well, there's 6 poems. There's 5 poems that are standalone. They're all their own little piece of art. So it differs from anywhere from like, I think it's like 15 seconds to like 30 seconds, right? And the 6th poem is in the music video itself. So the 6th poem is that final, and it's also the piece that the 2 music videos together.
Yeah. Films.
Yeah.
I want to ask you another question.
Oh, don't get into that with me, bro.
No. So I noticed when I was doing my little dive, I noticed that there was I forget what the first video was. Anyways, but it was you and you were like, hey, we watch movies on Sunday.
Yeah, the movie nights.
Yeah. You still do those?
I want to.
Or explain what that is for the people that might not know. I want to.
Basically, like, basically, movie night is pretty self-explanatory. It's movie night. However, I guess all it is like the community coming together and watch some raw ass flicks. Like, movie nights that I've been to is always like, it's cool. Like, you'll go and watch like fucking Killer Clowns, or you'll go watch I don't know, like I don't know, like maybe do like
something like really mainstream.
Yeah, like thing. Borderline mainstream type shit.
Almost
like
kind of on the nose versus the movies you were wanting to watch.
They're historical. They're historical and they're underrated. So like movie night, our resume crazy. I wish we still did movie night, bro.
Oh, so you don't do it anymore? Because I noticed it was like 2 years ago that you.
Yeah, we could. I mean, we could do movie night again, and people have been asking me like, "Yo, when are we gonna do movie nights again?" I'm like, we could. I don't know. But so movie nights basically like the type of films that we watch. They're like, I was saying our resume. Our resume is crazy because we have the first ever blaxploitation film made by Melvin Van Peebles.
Yeah, bro.
That joint is sick. Called Sweetback's Badass Song. Amazing fucking movie.
Yeah, sure.
MF Doom has a song where he samples the movie and like kind of talks about the movie. It's like super crazy. I think the song is called what'd he say? I think it's Bleed Me. You killed my mama, your father, you can't bleed me. Yeah. We watched Shaft. That's a hood legend. Shaft is a fucking hood legend. What else we watched? We watched Ghost Dog.
Ghost Dog.
Yeah, we watched Orfeo Negro. We watched Black Orpheus. That's a Brazilian film. It's like the play of Orpheus, but like in Brazil during Carnival. That shit was crazy. What the fuck else we watched, bro? We watched some crack. We watched some really good kung fu movies. Bruh. We watched this one kung fu movie where it was a bunch of little kid ninjas. Oh, shout out to Golden Arms. We watched this movie called Rikio. It's a karate movie. And like it's like some like One Piece shit. It's like it's like it looked real. No, it does not. It don't. Well, how do I describe it? Like it looked like real. Like it's not like some crazy shit at first until you start realizing like there's a scene where a dude gets put up on like a giant cross. Like it's like a little body on a big ass cross.
What's this movie called?
It's called Rikio.
Rikio.
I don't even know how to spell it. Rikio. I don't know. It's some Japanese shit, but that shit was fire. Dude did a 1-inch punch and got his shit blown out of his chest.
Oh. I think I've seen that. I think I've seen the clip too on fucking YouTube or whatever.
And then somebody put the Falcon punch behind it.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah. Movie night was dope, but I think what made movie night really special and like is important. This is an important part for me. Is like after every movie we kind of like analyzed it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we once the movie's over, we talk about it. What do we learn? What do we get? What do we like?
What themes are you gonna walk?
How many people would be in these shows?
Oh man, it depends. Like it depends on like who there, because you have to like and I want to get into this like. That's kind of like, it's like it gets political because it's like, oh, I don't want to be around this person. Oh, I don't want to do this.
Oh, yeah, I hate that.
You know what I mean? It's just like you kind of
every scene. Wait, PSA, bro. Put the pride aside and put the bullshit petty shit aside, dog. Just fucking create and have your shit. Because every scene I ran into, it's always like that. In on some capacity, and that shit, I don't want to get all angry, but it definitely does like. It takes away from what could be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Continue.
And that's kind of the point. That's like also like the other like side of movie night or any kind of community gathering is like community gatherings give people a chance to kind of be around people and express ideas and talk about ideas, find common similarities or differences, which is what most people do. And I think that's why it's important, bro. And I think like right now in Phoenix, like we just don't have enough of those like spaces, where people open up space just for things other than going to like a fashion show, going to an art exhibit, going to a, you know what I mean? Like it's always some like high-end bourgeois, classist, elitist
You just
like
want,
club.
You just want like a little kickback type of deal.
Type shit like 2019 in Phoenix, 2018 in Phoenix, like it was just house shows all the time, bro. And it's like you could go to, like, let's say like you're a punk, right? And you can go to the little shoegaze joint and they not gonna hit on you, you're not gonna hit on them. You could be a punk and go to the hip hop joint, they're not gonna hit on you, you're not gonna hit on them. Like you had like motherfuckers like what's his name? Like Spooky from Joy Division. Like Spooky at Joy Division would be at like all kinds of different shows that you wouldn't expect them to be at, because that was just like the scene, that was the vibe, like that was the culture. Now it's like much more like in its pocket. And I feel like and somebody brought this up to me, is like in Phoenix, like, or just, you gotta look at it like people are growing up, so they're maturing and
100.
doing more grown things. But I'm like, why does growing up have to look like, you know, if you don't have these level of things, then you can't really hang with us, or you can't sit with us? Or why does it gotta look like why does it gotta look like high school if we're really growing up? You know what I mean? Why is it not like you're a human, I'm
like,
a
why
human?
is the dynamic almost petty and immature if we're growing up?
Yeah.
If anything, it should be more free, more loose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. So you touched on something I wanted to ask you about as well, because before, when we were making coffee and kind of warming up and everything, you had mentioned
He
that.
said we was making coffee and warming up. Pause.
Yeah. That did sound very
That sounded
seductive.
crazy.
That did sound seductive.
Hey, yo, I think my man got eyes for me, bro. Stop looking at me, dude. Ask your question, but look that way.
All right. I'm not going to do that. But what, so you
Dog, now you keep looking at me, bro.
so you did the Father show.
Yeah, I did the Father show. Shout out to Father, man. Shout out to Fat. You feel me? Shout out to Awful Records.
How was that experience, brother?
Bruh. Honestly, bro, that was like my first time opening for a bigger artist. That was awesome.
How long ago? Oh, October of 23, right?
October of 23, yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was dope. Shout out to my boy Caleb. Shout out to my boy Scoobies. You feel me? He was like, hey, you should ask him to perform because he's going to be out here. And so I asked him to perform. And like me and him had like me and Father have texted in the past, but nothing like extensive. Just like little short shit. You know what I mean? No like real conversation. So I dropped it and he didn't respond. So I was like, damn, like fuck it, whatever. I give up type shit. On some like hating on myself type shit. Or not even on some hating on myself type shit, but like kind of just trying to stay more aligned to what I feel like was more realistic. And I thought about it, I'm like, what kind of bitch ass thought process is that? Let me hit him back up. I hit him back up. He hit me that same day. He was like, oh shit, my bad. I didn't even see the text. We threw out. And yeah, he was like, yeah, I actually still have the slot open if you want it. We'll do with you wop. And it's crazy because when we got to the show, like there was somebody who was like, oh, I was supposed to perform this night. And I'm like, damn, like this slot could have been his, like, and we would have never had a snotty performance there. And I really do think like I'm not gonna say the best performance because I'm not trying to disrespect like Father and Ethereal, because their set was lit. Like I had a really good performance that day. So it's like a lot of people would have been cheated of that experience, of that raw energy. You know what I mean?
Well, your shit is also, you said it's your first time opening for a bigger artist.
Yeah.
So you have a different type of hunger versus Father and Ethereal, because they're kind of more in their bag.
That's a really good point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've noticed that too, bro. Because like when I look back at like when I was first performing, like very first started like getting on shows for like the hip hop stuff, I was rehearsing and going fucking hard, and I still go hard, bro. But the thing is that now like I'm kind of like in a bag, so it's not as raw. You feel me? I think you can relate to that. Almost.
It's confidence and probably some ego too.
Facts. I like that. Yeah, it is. And I don't know, like part of growing up, in my opinion, or even like prestiging yourself, is like, think of the idea of like prestiging. Let's think like Call of Duty, right? You play Call of Duty, right? You get like 1,000 kills or whatever. You fucking do all these little missions and shit, and then you get higher in rank, and you get higher in rank, and you get access to new things, and then you get to so high in rank that it gives you the option to start from zero again. You know what I mean? To get an even higher rank. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's kind of how
Okay.
I like to look at growth, like, because like being in that place of like ego and confidence is like, it's good because you know what you know, but it's like relying on all that you know. Because there's going to be a point in time, and I've recently experienced this, like there's going to be a point in time where it's like what you are extremely good at is not enough. You know what I mean? It's like you have to be diverse.
Yeah, man, that's exactly what I had to. We had that lesson recently too, for me at least. I was just so focused on like getting the music done, but now like, you know, my cousin Sammy Igloo here exposed to me like kind of like his formula of how he gets, you know, clips, really get more traction on them, and I thank you for that. Honestly,
Yeah, it's really about, you know, just building up the character too, which
Yeah.
I think is important.
Which is really good about you, bro. That's one thing.
Because you not only have good music, but you also have a fantastic character. You know, you're energetic, you're fun to be around. You know, so yeah, that's really important for an artist to have, is character and good music.
Thank you, yeah. Igloo.
And then, then you got... And
Y'all
then,
gotta get in the studio with Igloo, man. This shit is hilarious, bro. Like, he's so dead ass when he looks at you, like he's so serious. But and then he bro, you're fire, bro. I love Igloo, bro. You're so sincere, bro. You're like a sincere soul, bro.
I appreciate
I love
that.
it. I love it. Okay, nah, bro. He doing it again.
Hey, dude.
but you know what I mean, right? You know, because people follow, you know, not to throw shade, but DJ Khaled, I don't think.
Hey, you better not be talking shit about DJ Khaled, dude.
Look, he sucks. I'm sorry. He's
Better not be
bad.
talking shit about DJ Khaled.
He's bad at what he does, but he's
That's
funny.
No, I'm just kidding.
He's funny to look at.
Dude,
He does
imagine
funny
that.
stuff.
That'd be a funny ass skit, bro. Like DJ Khaled's #1 fan.
Hey, no, that's funny as fuck.
Like DJ Khaled, like I just ride or die for DJ
Dude,
Khaled.
I will be that fan.
Yeah.
I will be shirtless. I'd be eating
You do
pears.
like his little dance and
the
shit.
fuck does a
I'd
DJ
have-
Khaled fan look like?
That's
Me.
what I'm saying.
Now it does. We
what
the
I'm
best music.
That's what I'm saying.
Nah, but like, it's
Another one.
But Khaled's more of a curator, though.
yeah, that's what he does. Like,
Yeah.
like the game. Can I hit my vape on here?
Yeah, of course.
Hey guys, don't do nicotine, bro. Nicotine is not cool, bro. I'm suffering from really bad addiction, so y'all could judge me in the comments.
This guy has 2. Show the camera that pad.
You feel me? Cause like on this hand we've got love.
Hash.
Right on this hand we got love. You're funny. And in this hand we got
Crack.
hate. And when you put them together, you get zooted. But with the whole DJ Khaled thing, like, yeah, like it's like in a world, bro. It's like what? It's like who you know. Like it's just bumping
Yeah.
shoulders. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah, of
think
course.
I think his personality and like his ability to like rub shoulders with the right people and actually like, get them to like him and be able to like, because it's one thing to make people like you, like facts. Like this is crazy. There's one thing to make people like you. Like that's a talent. That's a skill. Like it's beautiful, right? But it's a whole nother thing to convert people who like you into doing things for you. You know what I mean? Like. And sometimes it takes money, or sometimes it takes like a foot in the game to like leverage something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when you look at sales, like people buy things from you not because they think your stuff is good. That was me. They don't buy things from you because they think your stuff is good. They buy things from you because they like you. You know what I mean? Like most of the time, unless you're like winning in like convenience, or like you're like Walmart and you bought out all the little stores that have all these little different things. Like people still support these small local businesses when it's cheaper at Walmart, when they could get what they need from you and also get more things like grocery shop at Walmart. Like Walmart gonna beat you out on the practicality, but they come to you because they fuck with you. You know what I mean? That's how most of the time like sales go. You know what I mean? It's like Chick-fil-A. Like Chick-fil-A will sell you a $7 chicken sandwich, bro. But the service is good. You never have a bad experience there because they always working to make you like them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's a great analogy for any model, especially the business model. Because I mean, I think you know this. There's a like for instance, like the big labels, like the major labels could be like Walmart versus the small mom and pop shop could be, you know, the independent artist, and it's kind of like a similar dynamic. Would you say that, or would you say?
It's interesting. That's an interesting. Oh, damn. That's an interesting analogy.
And I just gathered that from what you said. Right now.
Not really.
You don't think so?
Well, I think the big difference between those two is the marketing.
And,
and how they push that content out, you know,
Okay.
via, you know, social media and just buying clicks. Because I think that's what the big labels will do.
Yeah.
Is they know how to market it not only on internet but also on television too, and get it onto movies. As with independent artists, they have to really figure out like, how am I going to market this by myself? Because that's the biggest. Because the biggest thing in any industry, in creative industry, is more money is spent on advertisements.
Yeah.
And advertising your product.
Right. No, I agree. When I think about like getting people to like you and like that whole like sales analogy, I think it's about being able to maneuver through the scene than it is like a customer relationship. Though customer relationships as an independent artist are important, but all that can be bypassed when you're Walmart or you're working with Walmart, where Walmart can just put your stuff in people's face. You know what I mean? It's like your bottle of hot sauce in somebody's face. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But yeah, that analogy doesn't die there though, because like, you know, you can get Louisiana or you can get the snotty hot sauce. I fuck with Snotty. I'm gonna get Snotty hot sauce. You know what I mean? But it's still at Walmart. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, so as the independent artist, like you have to play even harder to get people to like you, like having that character, like you're saying. But I'm more speaking on in as far as like maneuvering through the industry.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, like I'm at a point right now where a lot of people don't like me. So a lot of resources that I did have or that I could have, I don't have because people don't like me. So if I focus on making people like me, then I'll have more resources. If I have more resources, then I could do more things. If I could do more things, then I can market myself better. And if I can market myself better, I have more of a likely chance to blow up. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, it's weird like that. But I think the timeless things like old, I don't know, this might be a horrible analogy, but it's like maybe like a Cadillac, an old Cadillac. Like people still drive them old Cadillacs. And then bitches be having hella problems. They be having to fix it all the time. Them old Beamers, they be having to fix all the time. Always take it to the shop.
But it's classic.
But it's classic. They like it. It's something that represents something in time and means something for a space and time and for a lot of people. And like, let's say like the Beamer, it's the style of it. Like that style is just amazing. Like for some people with the Cadillacs is the old American history or the old American way of living, you know, like 1960s, 70s type shit. You know what I mean? The player lifestyle, not on some like super fast microwave brain TikTok shit. You know what I mean? It's like on some old school shit. So it's like things like that still exist. You know what I mean? And there's like, I mean, this is probably another horrible analogy, but like Cuba, they got a whole bunch of cars from the 60s, okay, for a different reason, you know what I mean? But people will look at the 60s and be like, wow, that place is beautiful. Like that reminds me of this point in time, and you could reflect on that point in time and go back to those like lessons in teaching. So I think it's important to also it's not just to focus on making people like you, but to make things that are, excuse me, that coffee hidden. But to make things that are timeless, you know what I mean? That'll live on forever, especially if you have something to say, especially if you have something to show, like, excuse me, that coffee is hidden. Especially if you have something to show like that, it's important because like, bro, these new kids, like the new kids, like they are listening to like Xavier So Based. You know what I mean? Xavier So Based fucks with Lil B. So now these new kids are fucking with Lil B. Lil B was my fucking dad.
Yeah.
When I was growing up. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like now, and Lil B made timeless music, and he still doesn't get the love he deserves for it. But because he made timeless music and he infected people in such a way, they'll go back and go straight back to Lil B. Yeah. Whereas like you think of, let's say, I don't know, same era, let's say I Am Sue. I Am Sue's from that same era, 2012. He from like LA or some shit like that. You feel me? Not many people are going back to revisit those I Am Sue songs because they're not timeless, bro. It's not timeless. It don't have a message. It don't move on in the future. You know what I mean? And it's like, and fools like Xavier So Bass is changing the game because it's still the Lil B ethos of the punk ethos of doing it yourself, making it yourself, even if it kind of sounds ass, just have really fire concepts. You know what I mean?
And being avant-garde with it, and being execution,
and being avant-garde. So that's pushing the culture so far to like we're discovering new ways of doing things, easier ways to do things.
I agree with you 100%, bro. Because you know, there's times where and I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. Like I've had times in my life where I was like a hip hop purist, but then like when I'm around other hip hop purist fools, where I kind of talk about like the impact that Lil B had on the culture, on the game, they're like, no, what the fuck do you mean he's good? And I'm like, bro, you don't understand. But creatively, Lil B pushed the envelope in so many ways, and then they're like, nah, bro, fuck that.
Shut up, bald nigga. Hey, shut up, bald nigga.
Fuck you, old head. You bitch.
You know what I'm talking about though?
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. People still hate on Lil B to this day.
Who's your top 5?
They don't get it.
Rappers.
Top 5. Okay, Lil B the bass guy, MF Doom, Delta Funky Homo Sapien, Denmark Vesey, and there's one more. Oh, who's the other one? Oh, I wrote this down. There's one more.
I know, there's always that.
There's always that one you always forget.
Too,
even though if it's in your top 5, you forget.
Did I say Delta Funky Homo Sapien? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. MF Doom, Lil B, Delta Funky Homo Sapien,
and Jay-Z.
You're fucking hilarious. No. Jay-Z's cool.
The Skylights.
There's one person I'm forgetting.
Eminem.
Who am I forgetting?
MGK.
Bro? Dog.
You strike me as an MGK guy.
Yeah. Yellow Wolf.
Drake.
Fuck out of my fucking mouth, bro. I'm gonna call my grandma from the dead to smack the fuck out you.
Okay, I'll take it like a champ, dude.
Yeah.
I haven't been hit by my grandma in a minute.
Bro, I don't know who.
When was the last time she hit you?
I was a little kid, but I've learned my lesson every time.
Bruh, this is pissing me off.
Would she ever hit you across the face?
Nah, that was my mom.
Oh.
Your mom used to slap you a little bit, huh? Did your
Yeah.
mom ever slap you? Dude, when you get
Not-
slapped,
not
bro,
my-
you feel fucking... My mom would be like, boom, out of my face, dude.
No, I don't think she ever slapped me.
Your mom never slapped
I don't.
you?
I can't remember.
You used to get hit a lot, though, huh?
I did get spanked a lot.
On your dad's side.
Yeah, on my
'cause you were a
dad's
little
side, I was a
fucker.
little fucking asshole.
Oh, and Prodigy of Mob Deep. Okay,
Prodigy?
That's who it is. Prodigy. Yeah.
Okay, tight.
Prodigy of Mob Deep. Yeah.
Who's that Homo sapien character?
Oh my God, Delta Funky Homo Sapien from
heard
Day,
of him.
Hyro Day. You ever seen that emblem where it's like a rectangle and 3 dots on top of it? From the 90s, everybody was rocking it with the circle.
The 93 till infinity.
Yeah, but Souls of Mischief,
Yeah.
they adopted it from the Bay, from Delta Funky Homo Sapien in the
Really?
hieroglyphics. Yes, hieroglyphics.
Oh,
That's the
fuck.
original hieroglyphics, because you know what that is? It's an eye, it's a mouth, and a third eye. Yeah. That's the Delta Funky Homo Sapien. He's
okay.
crazy. Produced crazy beats.
I know who you're talking about now. I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah.
My uncle Diggum Jeremy.
Yeah.
Uncle Diggum Smack. He's a badass DJ. Shout out Diggum Smack. You know what it is.
Shout out to him.
Shout out Unc.
Shout out Big Unc.
But the thing about it,
Get
though,
your
is,
teeth fixed soon.
oh, I know
Damn.
he does need them hoes fixed. But
Damn.
for real, he put me on all that. I
Yeah.
forgot about that, dude. That's sick.
That's crazy.
That's a pretty. It makes sense. Your top 5 definitely makes sense for you.
He said MCs are too promiscuous, so if you fuss, I might have to bust and beat. I might have to bust and you be the next to take you on the Exodus. Reckless factors. Ain't nobody checking us. Ain't nobody next to us. MCs, some get reduced to a speck of dust. All these rappers coming with their secret societies. We stand with variety, so stand back before you caught in my sand trap. Hilarious, some, bro. We gotta play some Hyro, bro. We might have to do an interlude and play some Hyro, bro. I love Delta Funky. Let me say, you know, his wordplay is really fun. He's like kind of nerdy. He's like got like this little like skateboarder kind of nerd, you know, real artsy swag about him. His flows are like just so like all over the place and they're mad wavy. He's always like dropping little subtle remarks about like secret societies and like the government, but also having fun about it. You know what I mean? And his beat selection is insane. Like his beat selection is probably one of them beat selections that just changed me.
Do you produce music?
Do I make beats? So for my next project, I'm definitely gonna have a beat on there. I'm not super gifted in sitting behind a computer and I like to edit videos. I love to do that. But when it comes to sitting behind a computer and making beats, it's just not my thing. Like it doesn't translate. Like I'd rather play something and then have something made. Like I'm pretty sure like if I really sat behind an MPC, like a beat machine, and like really did that shit.
It takes time, dude. I've been making beats for a long time, bro. Here and there. Like I would have eras where I would really focus on making beats. But they never sounded like a Naquan type beat. You feel me?
It's difficult because I tried doing that too a while back.
Dude, but Sammy actually kind of has some sauce, bro. He won't tell you, but
I can believe it.
Sammy kind of had some lo-fi fucking sauce, bro.
Young Igloo on the beat.
And he's gonna. That's where it came from, huh? Because that is where Young Igloo came from. That was your producer tag,
Yeah,
right?
that was originally my producer tag. This could be
Damn,
Young
full
Igloo.
circle.
I told the story about a dozen times, but
For real?
I'm pretty sure I told you. I called Damien up.
Yeah, he
and
called
Damien,
our
and
homie.
Damien gave me the name.
Yeah, he called our homie that we went to high school with, because my homie had all kinds of dumbass names, like stupid names, like Lil Windex, Where the Cigs. His dad was on meth, so he would be like Mr. Where the Shards.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, but then he had Young Igloo, and then he bestowed it onto Sam.
Young Igloo freestyle. Let's get into it.
No.
Young Igloo, I done fucked all the bitches. I like frosted flakes and I'm fucking all the frosted bitches. Swag is delicious, swag so vicious. His name's Young Igloo and he came from the Empress of the globe. And it's too cold. Bitches Young Igloo straight out the snow. Bitch he's big and he's pasty, kinda looking flaky. Young Igloo, he the one who gonna save me. Young Igloo and he got all the money on the podcast, so I'm feeling like a junkie. Hey, let me get a shout out for some clout. Man, it's Young Igloo, yo, you know what you talking about. Then we talking about Homer, talking about dough. Young Igloo got donuts and he go to the liquor store just to get some more. It's Young Igloo and you know he got the flow. Bitch, I'm Young Igloo hype man. You could call me Pipe Man. Young Igloo like he look like a white man. Swag with the Heisman, swag and they like it. I'm like bread cause a young nigga rising. A young nigga rising.
Question. I got a question for you.
Dude, that was dope though.
Swag.
That was nice. I'm Young Igloo hype man. I got a question
Yeah,
for you.
go ahead.
So when you came in here and you were like, oh shit, I'm an Igloo crib right now.
That shit was crazy. It's still crazy.
So
So look at him in the eyes. I can't even look at him because I'm in like admiration. I really do fuck with your shit.
So,
I appreciate that.
With that being
you're
said,
you're really gifted, you're really talented, and I can tell you put a lot of time in your craft, and you have a
does,
great
dude.
mind for concepts.
So
I
this
love your
guy-
fake commercials too.
what was your introduction to Young Igloo?
Somebody sending me something and was like, "Hot, this looks like Eric Andre. You should go on here." And I was like, "Okay, let me see it." And I was like, "Okay, like, I see the potential. It's very awkward. It's very interesting."
Someone sent it to you?
Yeah.
Who sent it to you?
Fuck, this is a long time ago, bruh. I wish I can pay them homage because they deserve the homage for sending me to Young Igloo. Alley-oop. I don't know. I don't think it's anybody that you like may know for real. I think they just thought it was funny and they knew that it was in our city. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. So then, so then you found him. You started following all his stuff.
Yeah.
Because to me, like, this is my cousin, and like I've always known how great he is, but it's fucking such a blessing to see people garner attention and energy into what he creates. So that was just cool for me to see.
It's definitely weird to be in that sphere of the underground hip hop movement here in Phoenix, even though I don't do a lick of any hip hop. The thing I do mostly is interview people and ask like how big their dick size is, and somehow people like the shit I make.
Hey, give it up for Young Igloo, man. Come on, bruh. What's your dick size? Drop your dick size in the comments.
Drop your dick size in the comments.
We want centimeters, no inches. We want it down to the molecule, please.
Yeah, and so I get to know some of these fucking rappers too, and it's weird telling my coworkers this because they don't believe a word of what I do, even though they see I get views on this shit, and I'm like in these circles, and people kind of just dumbfounded, and I'm dumbfounded too. It's like, how the fuck did I get in touch with MTM1 or fucking all these weird people?
You just find yourself
Yeah,
in these scenarios.
but that's the thing, right? That's kind of like one of the things that's kind of like one of the things I want to like teach people, is like go out and hit people up, just shoot them a message, be like, hey, let's have some fun,
All the real ones know. All the real ones know whether you're a musician, you do videos, interviews, especially if you're any sort of journalist, like you gotta hit people up.
You just gotta jump in that shit.
Stop
dude.
being pretentious. Stop feeling like, people need to come to you because you're so great. Like in reality, we all need each other. You know what I mean?
Word up. dude.
Like it doesn't matter if you have like a little amount of followers, just fucking do it anyway. Just ask.
And most people are really excited for the opportunity.
Yeah, most people are excited to be, just because it's creating. It's what we do. We like to create.
Yeah. How was having Jack Acid back?
I love Jack Acid, man.
Yeah.
He's such a good person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to
Have
talk
you
about
ever
some
met-
controversy? Are we gonna get into the?
Tell me some Jack Acid controversy. I want to know.
What's the Jack Acid controversy? I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know.
Jack Acid, look, man. Next time you're on here, we need to talk about the controversy because there's a lot of things that you need to talk about on here.
We're in deep now, boys. Let's talk about it.
I'm not talking about shit. I just ask questions.
What questions? I don't know. You threw that on now. Just like, what the fuck?
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just asking, like,
We have heard nothing about no controversy.
No.
Have you?
No.
Yeah, it's old.
Old?
Yeah, it's old.
Jack is an interesting character.
But I think it's part of his story is why I bring it up. It's part of his story to help us understand Jack Acid as the creator that we see, the creative that we see. And I feel like that story doesn't get talked about enough from the right people. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Who care about the story, I guess, of Jack Acid. Because it's all art.
Okay, nice.
Okay,
Nobody in here know how to react to what I'm saying.
No,
I love life.
it sounds super like super ominous, and it's like you have something on Jack Acid.
No, it's not ominous. It's omniscient.
What?
It's not ominous. It's omniscient.
All right.
Yeah,
What product you use in your hair, dog?
bro, fucking the stroke.
Head and shampoo,
The
head and
stroke.
The
shoulders,
stroke.
Nice.
Just what I mean, girl, get up on my back and do that thing.
and she comes on your head.
And she just creams on your dome.
They say that eating pussy helps your facial hair. So imagine what it would do to your head.
Just rub that little head puss action.
Boom.
She's like a dispenser.
Rubs it in your hair.
I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Shout out to the Korean people who had the hair shops with all that black African soaps and shampoos and conditioners and oils and shit. It's kind of weird, but it's kind of cool.
What?
The Koreans?
Yeah, it's like Koreans
They tapped in. Bro, they always tapped in. There was this spot in New Mexico, bro, where they had like all the like they were like these little like, I think they were Korean too, but they had like all the fucking bean necessities, bro. They had like pro clubs, every color you could want.
Yeah.
Moco the gorilla.
Wow. Oh
Fucking
yeah.
Goddamn. Tres
You
Flores,
saw-
the pomade and shit.
Wow.
I gotta take you to H Mart.
Okay.
Have you been to H Mart?
Houston Mart?
Yeah, it's 2024. Start selling your own culture products,
Yeah. Fucking H Mart is just it's a Korean place.
and they sell Korean shit.
Yeah.
H Mart. Ooh.
Okay, cool. It's still recording.
Okay.
Just 2024. Sell your own culture's
So
products.
those guys, I don't know who Most Wanted is, but you said that they you inspired them.
Oh, you want to get into some controversy now? That boy trying to heat it up.
Well, I wanted to
Hey, you
double
know
back.
what?
I wanted
Hey,
to
you know
double
what?
back.
We're here. We're queer. We might as well just say some weird shit.
It's 2024. We're here and we're queer. I mean, basically, like, yeah, they the homies and shit. Like, they the homies. There's no like, it's no beef or nothing. It's just like, in my personal opinion, and correct me if I'm wrong, and I feel like I should just be talking to mans directly, even though I have alluded to it in the DMs and we never really had no conversation because I didn't ask no questions. But essentially, like, I just see like, maybe like one or two of the members like my swag and they like to implement it in their own ways. And to me, it looked like a watered down, less, like it looked like you looked up the keywords for my swag and then kind of went all the way. But I'm never mad at somebody being inspired by somebody. Like, I'm inspired by so many people, even like within the scene. So it's like, it's not a matter of I did it first, you can't do it. It's just more of like, yo, like, let's have these conversations, or like, let's support each other. Like, let me not know you real, like, let me not know you, familiar your shit, a fan of your work, and then go kind of do what you did and not give no homage
Because
to you.
that's why you're doing this, to inspire people, right?
Yeah.
On some level.
100%.
So when people carry that out, it's almost, I would say it's like, for me, it's like, all right, I'm doing something right. Because someone resonated with it that hard.
Yeah.
100%. For them to create it in their own right.
100%.
I haven't seen the video.
It's just like, bro, it's like it was already, like, for me, it was already part of my rollout. It was already part of my like album cover. It was already part of, so like for them to do the kind of same thing in a different way is like cool. But like, I don't know, I want to feel like more of y'all, swag. And I need to go listen to the album and really like digest it and watch the music video and really digest it and see what it's all talking about. Cause it's not like my shit, you know what I mean? And that's not bad. You know what I mean? It's just like, I feel like there's so many things that go by in this world that don't have a conversation, and I feel like you do need to have a conversation. And I don't feel slighted in any way. But I would like the conversation. I would like to know. You know what I mean? I would like to know, because I'm the type of person where it's like, how I put up to your crib, Igloo. I'm like, bro, I'm a big fan of you, Wooty Wop, like, still like paying homage, and you probably already know that I fuck with you, but because I'm here, right? But like, to have that conversation, like, yo, I really fuck with you, and like Wooty Wop, like, that is not only helping us strengthen our relationship, right? And understand like where we're at with each other and like that level of conversation that we can have, but also like now we're doing it on a podcast publicly. So now it's showing like, okay, it's okay to have these influences.
I see what
it's
you're
okay
saying.
to be inspired. It's okay to like these things. And actually, it's really dope that these two people are doing that, because in the scene, I feel like it's too much this and not enough hugging. You know what I mean? It's too much talking, not enough hugging. When I say talking, it's more like negative shit. You know what I mean?
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
That's sick. No, I was just curious, bro, because I did want to double back on it.
Yeah, it's no smoking, and I know I said like it's a watered down, or like a I don't know, I wouldn't say watered down, but it's just like okay, so the swag that I'm talking about is like this sort of like revolutionary swag. I'm talking about military jackets. I didn't have my military jacket on today because I'm feeling mad leisurely, you know what I mean? But I got it in the whip. But in any place you see me, but I still got you can't see, but I got the gray, I got the green army fatigue slack kind of things, you know what I mean? The fatigue camp, not the fatigue cargo type shits. But it's like a revolutionary swag, military swag.
That's definitely a really cool fucking positioning point. I think I didn't realize. I mean, I did, but I didn't personify.
Yeah, like the white stripes remind me of like the Russian uniform, where they had like the blue and white stripe undershirt.
They do?
Yeah. The Soviets, yeah.
The Soviet.
Yeah.
Hey,
but I do want to say, like, as far as the swag goes, like, I don't know, you got to do something with it. Like, Man, I rock this particular swag because I talk about, the revolution, because I'm into, a sense like creating like militia, like creating military. I'm into having.
Do you fuck with Children of Men?
What's that?
Have you seen?
Nah.
Dog, dude. That's what we should fucking watch.
Children of Men.
Children of Men.
We might have to run up another movie night, bro.
Bro, we should, dude.
We've been thinking about like having like the fun house and like just have it be like all sorts of different things. Like,
explain what the fun house is though.
So
I don't think everyone would know.
So we're working on the on a year long show, like a yearly show that happens like once every month or once every year. And it's just where I gather artists, there's comedy, there's music. There's like it's a big extravaganza almost. Of just artists. Yeah, dude. And it's called Young Igloo's Funhouse. And there's gonna be some cheese being sprayed across the room and shit. There's diarrhea falling from the sky.
Nice.
It's a whole big fun. Yeah. So
that sounds fun.
Children of Men.
Yeah, Children of Men.
The premise for this movie, dude, is that the human race just stopped having kids. So like everyone just stopped reproducing, even if they were like trying. Like no one was able to have kids.
Wow.
So like,
Bill Gates.
So like the youngest person on the planet was like the most famous person, who was fucking
Michael Jackson.
Ended up getting killed.
Damn.
But the thing is,
Michael Jackson.
But the thing is that like, oh, this is a crazy movie. But there's like a militant aspect to it. That's why I asked. But you should definitely check that out.
For sure, yeah. And it's going back to the swag. It's like, I'm not hating on bro, but like, no disrespect to like the guys, bro. Like really not. Like this is for the sake of conversation. But to me, like y'all appear to be like some R&B niggas. You know what I mean? And like y'all do appear to be like maintained, like physically fit. Y'all do get active. I love the fact y'all play tennis. Y'all do things for the community and whatnot. You know what I mean? I see y'all hand out waters and stuff. But like my thing is like, what's really what aside from just the aesthetic of it, like what makes you really want to wear the what really makes you want to wear the military style clothes? You know what I mean? Like what makes you what's the point of y'all walking around in dunes and like, you know what I mean? Like what's the point of that? You know what I mean? In a way where it kind of looks like, you know what I mean? Like it looks mad dramatic. So, but y'all some R&B niggas. So it's like it didn't look sexy. It looked like some Matrix type shit. You know what I mean? Like paying respect. But like yeah. So like what's the point of that? Or you just seeing shit that looks cool and you're like, oh yeah, let's do that too. You know what I mean? Like oh like yeah. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
But maybe I'm just not tapped into having those. I'm not tapped in and didn't have those conversations. So like part of that is on me. So like I definitely do look forward to doing that. But yeah, and that's kind of my thing where it's like, it's for instance, it's like I don't know. The military swag is kind of like my biggest thing. Like y'all motherfuckers be some pussies wearing military like swag. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not talking about Most Wanted. I'm not talking about y'all because y'all not included in this one. But I'm talking about other people, right? Like wearing like the camo pants and shit. Like y'all be some pussies. Like y'all have no outdoorsman skills. Like y'all don't fight. Y'all don't know how to defend yourself. Like y'all just wear it for what? You know what I mean? Because it's a little fashion statement. But it's like, bro, everything that we wear is like it means something. You know, it's like a reflection of something. So like, what are you trying to reflect? Because if you're not reflecting something that you believe in, then you just like dick riding and like following trends and shit. And I'm not really into that. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's like motherfuckers, like for instance, like motherfuckers will wear the kufias, like because with the Palestine thing that's been publicized right now, like motherfuckers wear the kufias, like bro, you don't even know what that shit mean. And if you did, you just found out 2 months ago. And on top of that, it's like, bro, you don't have really no connection to the land, no connection to the people. You're just gonna gangbang what you learned on the internet. Like, bro, that's not really cool, bro. Like you gotta really have like some sort of skin in the game.
Yeah, you gotta be grounded in it and on some capacity.
On some capacity, sure. Like there's gotta be part of.
You have to like know the history and its meaning and the importance of that, because you don't, then you look like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, you look like an asshole. And you're just like gang banging like dumb shit. Like, what are you gang banging this shit for? Like, you don't have really no skin in the game.
It's honestly the same thing as Facebook moms having the picture profile be like the Palestinian flag or the Israel flag or the Ukraine flag.
That's very true. That's a good point, man.
It doesn't help anybody. It's just annoying.
Yeah, and it's like, but if you rocking like, because my kufi was given to me by my Palestinian homie, like before this shit happened, like 2 years ago. He gave me this shit. He's like, I got this shit from Palestine, bro. I just came back, bro. Like, I want you to have this. I'm like, thank you, because he knows I know about the struggle. He knows that I know about the history. You know what I mean? Because I'm on the more Pan-African side. I'm on the Black Power side. I'm on the Black Panther side. So, you know, they would Palestine. They giving Black Panthers asylum. Like the Black Panthers, like they were moving people out there to train with the PLO. You feel me?
Wow.
Yeah, you feel me? Like with the help of Cuba and shit. So it's like they have a statue of Nelson Mandela in fucking Gaza. You feel me? So it's like, you know what I mean? Like that's kind of the lens that I look at it for. It's like the solidarity between like those organizations that are anti, you know, imperialism, anti exploitation type shit.
I wouldn't even fucking know about that. A statue of
Nelson Mandela,
in Gaza.
That's crazy shit, dude.
Yeah, like people don't know that type shit, and then you'll be like, oh, black people be on the internet like, oh, the Palestinians don't have nothing to do with us, but be the same motherfuckers talking about, oh, save Ukraine, bro. Like I've met Ukrainian people, bro. Them like not all Ukrainian people, but Ukrainian people are mad racist, bro. They're mad racist.
Are they?
Bro, a lot of them, bro, they're mad fucking racist. Like,
I knew this Ukrainian kid.
Check this out.
In school.
I met this Ukrainian dude, right? He's like this intellectual. He goes to college and shit. I'm talking to him. He seems cool. He brought me a bottle of wine. That was nice of him. It was nice of him. So we're having this conversation. Shit. And he's talking about how like he's trying to tell me how like black people are like some shit about black people. And he's like I just don't understand why we can't say the word nigga. And he just starts saying it. And I'm like, okay, let's go ahead. And so and he just got to go into this thing like, oh, it's just a word like nigga. Like it's not hurting you. And I'm like,
but there's power, there's history in that.
Yeah, it's the history of it. And like I get what he's saying. Like I mean, anybody can say the N-word. Like anybody can say nigga. Like it doesn't take nothing but a flick of the tongue. You know what I mean? But it's like it's deeper than that because we're human beings. Like this is not just some like outside of the like how do I say this? Like it's not just like on paper. You know what I mean? Like there's actually history that go with it. I mean, he brought up some good points. Like if you don't like people saying the word, then why do you say the word? You know what I mean? Like that's a valid point, but at the same time, like I didn't feel disrespected, but like I feel like a lot of people would have felt disrespected having that conversation with him. You know, and he started telling me these thoughts on black people and shit. But that's a whole different conversation. But it's really though how I really feel is like free all oppressed people, free everybody who is getting they power taken away from them by whether it be representatives, militaries, whoever. You know what I mean? Outside countries coming in and taking away their power. Like I believe all power should go to the people. It's simple, you know what I mean?
What experience do you have in that militant aspect?
So my grandfather, he served in Nam, and he's a great black man. He's very like offbeat. It's hard to explain like who he is. Like he's charismatic. He's extremely intelligent. He's traveled all over the world. He lived in Japan, Guam, Singapore. Excuse me, my dad coffee is hitting.
Is that rolling, Sam? Is that rolling?
Yeah, it says red right.
Sorry,
it's a record right there.
Cool. Continue. My bad. I just want to make sure it was that. Continue.
No, for sure. But so boom. So every day when I lived in California, every day I got back from the house, he would give me like military training. Like when I stayed at his house, every morning we waking up at 5 a.m. and we scrubbing the floors. You feel me? He's showing me the importance of community. He's showing me the importance of being a man. He's showing me how to like get it. Showing me that no, not shit is sweet. You know what I mean? Like you can't back down on no shit. You have to be self-sustaining. You know what I mean? And so when I look at history and I look at things like the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense and how they not getting no money from you know outside organizations to help them feed their people, so they said, fuck it, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put some money up together and we're gonna figure out how to feed these kids because our kids are failing in school and it's because they're going to school hungry. They acting out because they don't got shit. So let's give them shit. You know what I mean? So they got that out on their own.
Does your family have a heritage in the Black Panthers?
Not from what I'm aware of, no. Okay. No, not from what I'm aware of.
But you just resonate with the concepts.
Well, yeah, absolutely. It's like it's just fundamental concepts. Like it's just because we live in a world where people get bashed, where people get bashed and people are exploited. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And in order to exploit these people, you have to bash them and create negative, irrational ideas about people to exploit them. So you don't feel bad for exploiting them because we're human, we're empathetic. You know what I mean? So it's like the second you start seeing the humanity in somebody, you're gonna be less likely to exploit.
100%, bro. That's why even like there's training in certain militaries where they strip the enemy or even like the civilians of the enemy side. They strip them of all humanity and what makes them human. You know, they make them feel, I guess, like they're inferior. Yeah. So that way it's easier to kill them.
100%.
That's crazy shit, bro.
That shit happened in the United States, bro. When
shit's crazy.
When motherfuckers was enslaving African people, bro. They said y'all can't speak y'all language. They said y'all can't practice y'all customs. In Brazil, motherfuckers was practicing martial arts. Y'all can't practice y'all martial arts. They banned that shit. That shit was banned until 1940, bro.
That's
meaning
wicked.
People were getting shot and killed by the police because they were dancing and throwing kicks. Capoeira, see.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's like, and that's all taking away the story and the history, you know. And Native Americans on this land, you feel me? Like they moved into these Catholic schools and said you can't use your native name.
You're gonna cut your hair.
You gotta cut your hair. You can't use your native tongue. You're not supposed to be around those people. They're heretics or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? So it's like it's just part of the game, and I'm just like anti that. Like I feel like everybody should be themselves.
Nah, man, that's the word up, bro. Respect for that, brother. I'm happy to learn that. Yeah. To learn that from you, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's in all of us, bro. Because it's just like I just got finished reading this Gaddafi book, and it's like he basically says like these principles are within all of us. You know what I mean? It's just basic human principles. Like motherfuckers need food, motherfuckers need water, motherfuckers need a place to stay, motherfuckers need transportation, motherfuckers need people to be around them, people to be around, people like need to be like express themselves. You know what I mean? And yeah. And it's like when you get to control how people express themselves, you can control their actions. So it's like, you know, today actually this is what's in right now, and then you're not even realizing that you're being pushed into a box. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's a whole.
Nah, man, that's profound. That's profound.
It's unfortunately it's the way of the world, man. I wish it was profound. You know what's really profound? Love. Love is the most profound thing on this earth, bro. Love really, it really is, bro. Like. If you at home, bro, grab the closest person to you, man. Give them a hug. There's nothing more powerful in this world than love. Love breaks all barriers. Love is empathy. Love is understanding. You know what I mean? Love is having those hard conversations. Love is accepting those hard conversations. Love is being really willing to build, and love is sometimes even having to walk away out of respect for oneself. You know what I mean?
Word up.
Love is the most profound thing. You know what I mean?
Word up.
So it's like I may wear the fatigues, I may wear the army jackets, but people ask me, "Are you a fighter?" Like, cause they do martial arts. No, I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover. You feel me? I feel like it's the most profound thing you could be, you know. But unfortunately, we not globally in a position to, you know, live in love.
Yeah,
we have to live in war.
But
I'd rather be a warrior in the garden than a gardener in the war.
Ooh, that's a great way to put it. My last question. Who's coming out of the city, bro? Who's coming out of Phoenix in music? Who's the guys?
Oh shit, bro. I'm on some weird shit. Like I fuck with Scoobies. That's my dog. Like yes, he's my dog, but I think I'm really with him. And like the music that he produces is like really at a very high level. You know,
Scooby. Where the Scooby? I'm gonna peep him.
Yeah. Scoobies, but
Scoobies.
Yeah. Bet. Yeah, he called. I can send you some of his stuff. He about to release a project in February for his birthday. Oh damn, was I supposed to say that? The lawyer, the lawyer is the executioner too. He gonna pick me off.
Press is dead. Press is out.
Who's coming out of Phoenix? Like I mean, I see people doing shit, but to be honest with you, like I'm only fucking with timeless work. I'm only fucking with timeless bodies of work. So it's like there's a lot of people making pop music right now. I'm just gonna be real with you.
Really?
Y'all make pop music. Y'all make indie pop music. Like. Yeah, that shit. Yeah, you got like, you know, the bitches at your show, or like, yeah, like y'all got the pretty boys at your show, or yeah, I mean, your shows are lit. Like your shows are lit. Yeah, that's cool. But like, you know, what's really the substance? Like, what are you really giving people to live on with, you know? And I guess people do get old and look back and be like, oh, I remember when I was this age and these people were performing and it was lit and it was such a good time to be alive. It's gonna be different when they look back at my stuff. They're gonna be like, man, I learned these life concepts and principles, and I was awakened at this age listening to this, and now I'm doing this. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like a good time of knowledge is like it's two different places. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But who's coming out the city? Like, I can't even answer that question, bro. Phoenix dead right now, in my opinion. But
damn, bruh. Dang, that's crazy, dog.
Yeah. But shout out to Pink Seafood. He's going crazy right now. That's big, bro. He's really doing this fucking thing. I love you, Pink Seafood. You are cold as fuck.
Because the only person that really that really hit from Phoenix, like really hit on, like, I guess, a nationwide scale is MC Magic.
I don't even know who that is.
You don't know who MC Magic is, bro?
That's that fucking Latino shit.
Fuck yeah,
yeah. That's that SPM shit. Fuck yeah, fool.
Fuck yeah, dog. God damn, MC Magic's the shit, bro.
I know who MC Magic is. I'm fucking with you. Yeah.
I was gonna say, bro,
it's them hood Mexican bitches, and they be listening to MC Magic, and I'd be like, damn.
I was gonna say, bro, I was like, because I was like, if this fool came up in Phoenix, this fool definitely has heard of that shit. You've heard it if you
probably.
But MC Magic, That's the only guy that really came out of Phoenix. Huh?
I mean, you got like Futuristic. You have Injury Reserve.
Injury Reserve's from out here?
Yes, definitely.
I didn't
Injury
know that.
Reserve. Yeah. Injury Reserve.
That's crazy, dog. Who else is out from Phoenix?
And Injury Reserve doesn't really make pop music, so I'm not adding them into that box. But I don't know if they live here right now. I'm pretty sure they moved. You know, and they've been from like Atlanta and LA and shit, and they moved from here. And I think they're staying here right now, but I don't really know.
That's crazy.
But yeah, no, their shit hard, but like. And I think their shit could last a long time. But yeah, who else? I'm not really seeing nobody. I feel like everybody's kind of just. I don't know what happened to the city, bro. After COVID, motherfuckers just like became. This is what I say. After COVID, everybody became a fashion designer. Like, I don't know. I just feel like the city got like elitist and it got pretentious and it lost its grassroots appeal.
I think it's time for someone like us to change that shit.
Yeah.
Start doing more shit.
Make it more fun.
See, but if you see now that you said that, then they're gonna look at that and be like, oh no, we can't fuck with that. And then, but what are your options? You know what I mean? And it's like a lot of people can't take a joke. They can't hold a conversation. Like, I don't know, bro. It's hard, bro. It's tough. It's so much easier when you're just in a box and in the box, and they could just be in the box with you, and it kind of doesn't matter what you do or what you say because you're just in the box. Like, you make pop music, you do pop things. You know what I mean?
We just gotta make our own box and make it big for everyone to fit in.
Facts. No, that's facts. I fuck with that, and then we'll have those like-minded individuals. But I think the city itself needs like a ethical and kind of like a change. Like, there has to be a rhetoric around Phoenix. We've gotten to this point where it's like, okay, let's look around us. What do we have? You know, once again, it's bourgeois, it's elitist, and it's pop. Is this Phoenix? Like, is this Phoenix? Is this what we want Phoenix to be? That's the people. That's the question you have to ask the people. And if the majority say yes, this is what we want Phoenix to be, then we let them have that, and we do what we do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but two things can exist at once.
Yeah,
of course. Sure.
Yeah, facts. It's just like I'm just being a hater right now, bro. I'm being a hater right now. Cause like, I don't know. I'm just so anti-pop. Like, I'm anti-pop, anti-establishment, you know what I mean? Anti like big business. Like, I'm anti all that shit. So it's like, and not as much as I should be, honestly. But yeah, like, that's gonna be my opinion, and my opinion's gonna be different than the next person. So
nice,
let's do this thing, bro.
That.
Motherfucking Funhouse. Whoop. Whoop. Young Igloo when we fucking at the Funhouse. Big shotgun. I just bought a new gun now. Bitches on my dick cause I look like Amy Winehouse. Bitch suck my dick in the Funhouse. Funhouse hanging with the kids smoking blunts. She 18 years old, so you know I'm finna say, yo, swag on my motherfucking like a Klondike. And I'm in
like a Klondike. Psych. Like a Klondike.
Fuck.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah, man.
Is this the end of the episode?
I think so. Man, you guys just fucking just had a great talk. That was awesome.
Yeah, dude, we got deep in that.
I was just kind of like hearing my own thoughts, just listening and studying.
Wow. So
it's all good though. I liked it.
What's your takeaway, Mr. Igloo?
What's my takeaway
from this whole conversation? Like, what did you get? What did you feel? You know,
I felt like, we just had fun.
Yeah,
dude.
We talked about, what it means to be an artist, and I think what it should be, and just have fun with life and shit.
That was nice, bro. Yeah. That was nice. Thank you for your conversation, brother.
A while ago, when you talked about the meaning of life and its purpose, like I generally think the meaning of life and purpose is to have fun.
Yeah. I love that, and I wish more people felt that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
Thank you for sure. Yeah.
Oh, hand hug.
And then is there one more thing I want to say?
Yeah. Go ahead. This is the last chance.
Got any music coming out?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, music.
What time are we at right now?
I think we're like an hour and 30, or maybe an hour and 20. I can't see.
Just drop a project or a single or whatever you have, dog.
Okay.
Let us know.
Yeah, just let us know.
Any shows?
Snotty Chan just dropped. We're gonna be dropping some love songs. You feel me? Directing a play with my boy Scoobies, so we're gonna be making a play. That's gonna be crazy.
That's
a play.
Yeah,
Hi, dude.
A play. Yeah.
Okay.
Just continue working on visuals. I got some really dope visuals in store, so definitely tune into that. Follow me on Instagram, Snotty Mandela, Twitter, Snotty Man, TikTok, Snotty Man, Reddit, Snotty Man.
You on Reddit?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Hi, dude.
All right, cool.
Sith Lord Daquan out this bitch, baby.
Word up. Much love. Sundown Podcast.
That was a Sundown
Vibes.
Podcast.
Yeah.
Vibes.
Thanks for watching.
Nos vemos, y'all. Let's get it done.
He said, stand there, stand in the square. I heard a white man say he don't want no niggas up there. It's a bourgeois town.
Today is a segment of the podcast where I get to say the N-word. Are you ready?
That was the Sundown Podcast starring young Igloo, Naquan, and Snotty Man. Thanks for listening. Also, FYI, if you saw the Epstein Island list that has someone sharing my name, that was another Big Pepper Jack.